just restarted. Forward.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Creepy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Do
he
we have
entered the
anything
door
left
on
to
his
do on the
left.
right? Did we ever go through the 3rd door?
It doesn't matter in that one, actually, which door.
Oh.
But other than that, I'm honestly not positive anymore.
Okay, just go through the one on the left. I can't remember if there's any options we didn't take.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Tips
Stanley
for not
decided to go
getting
up to his
fired.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Money. Perhaps? Now, if we had come this way right after we had originally done the broom closet, this would have been boarded up.
Really?
But because we've done other events, it's not boarded up.
Awesome.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That looks different.
Stepping
I wanted to see if I could get it.
Oh god.
This is a different ending that you can't normally get, because it involves backing out of the room before the doors close.
Okay. The narrator's not talking.
No?
This is weird. Oh wait, you just simply go back to your office?
I believe this is... Yes. The office next to us is now open.
Okay. Creepy. You are now leaving?
You have to go up some stairs.
Okay. This is weird. I feel like we're going in circles.
We're just going up. The number changes.
Okay. Is it getting darker?
Oh, kind of.
Definitely seems to be getting darker. That doesn't seem to change though. What just happened?
We went out in the escape pod.
Okay. And now we're back in our office.
Yep.
All of his co-workers were
Let me get back
What
to
could
where
it
you
mean?
were before I
Stanley decided to
hijacked
go
the
to
game.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's
do any of
desk.
that?
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Sure, put in the password.
Stanley just sat around, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Sure. Game just gets creepier. What's the terrible secret?
We've seen it a few times.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free
You sure
to
it's not
think
just
for
heartburn?
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Take the one that says escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I'm sorry, do I keep walking down the hall?
Sure.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm okay with this.
Go go?
Sure. Decisions. Was that a wrong choice?
There are no wrong choices.
There are no wrong choices. Okay.
There's just, certain things you just can't do.
He didn't die. I find that interesting.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
That's just me.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Get ready.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
So this ending has like behind the scenes stuff in it.
Okay.
Look, here's up to the path where real choices start. The choices start to happen. Even though technically there are endings we can get over here. Okay. The desks, doors, buttons, computer screens, some credits. Maintenance room. Some early development stuff.
Warzone. Okay. What was I say? Okay. It's weird. Just cargo lift. Some possible paths. Trailers. Mm-hmm. There is an ending in this. I just have to find it. Awesome.
There it is. There are a lot of little rooms in here, like there's an outtake room if I can find it, and there's a room that shows the old, game. Freedom!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
As far as I know, it's the only possible ending
you can stop
for this
the
area.
program before they both
For the
fail.
escape route.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
We'll quit the game when we're good and ready.
Yeah.